FF. Have you ever had a woman pull away after showing interest? Drop A in the comments if you've been there. Your support helps this channel grow, and together we're helping men decode female nature. Like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you check out my book, Female Nature Exposed, linked below. Alright, let's jump in. Most guys approach women like they're solving a math problem. It's logical, straightforward, direct. But here's the truth. Female psychology isn't linear. It's emotional. It's instinctual, okay? If you understand how it works, you can trigger a woman's attraction without saying a word. In a moment, I'll reveal a powerful trick that makes women instantly respect you. Let me tell you about a guy I coached named Brian. Brian used to over-explain everything to women. He'd text long paragraphs, apologize for everything, and basically try to be the perfect gentleman. Guess how women reacted? Cold, distant, bored. Then I told Brian to stop explaining and start leading. Within 2 weeks, he had 3 women pursuing him. That's the power of masculine energy. Let me break this down. First, women are biologically wired to seek security and strength. That doesn't mean you have to be a bodybuilder or a millionaire. It means you must radiate confidence, certainty, and direction. Confidence isn't telling her how great you are. Confidence is when your silence makes her nervous. Confidence is walking away when your standards are crossed. Let me ask you something. Have you ever seen a man do everything right and still lose the girl? Why do you think that happens? It's because he did what she said she wanted, not what actually turned her on. Here's where female psychology flips everything on its head. When you create emotional contrasting mix of unpredictability, challenge, and subtle dominance, you trigger curiosity, and curiosity keeps her hooked. Ever had a woman say, "I don't know why I like you"? That's not an accident. That's emotional imprinting. Now, let me give you a powerful technique called strategic silence. Most guys rush to fill awkward silences, but when you stay calm and composed, it signals strength. Women feel the tension, okay? And tension is attraction. I had a client who was always chasing women, till he did this instead. He'd go on dates, listen more, talk less, and never force connection. Suddenly, women were chasing him. Still with me? Good. Because here's the kicker. Most men overlook the one thing that matters most, her imagination. When you feed a woman's imagination, you make her feel things she can't explain. That's how you become unforgettable. Let me show you how. First, stop being predictable. Stop texting "good morning" every day. Let her wonder what you're doing. Let her miss you. Second, be willing to walk away. A man who is not afraid to lose her is the most attractive kind. Third, mirror her emotional investment. If she gives 30%, you give 30%. Don't overinvest. Make her earn you. By the way, if you're getting value out of this, hit that like button right now. It helps more men discover this content. Let's talk about the idea of emotional roller coasters. Have you ever noticed how women are drawn to drama? Not toxic chaos, but emotional variety. A moment of challenge, a moment of connection, a moment of mystery, a moment of tension. That's what she remembers. That's what keeps her coming back. This is why the nice guy always loses. He's flat, predictable, safe. There's no tension, no excitement, no growth. Remember this. Women don't fall in love logically. Fall in love emotionally. Here's a quick story. One of my clients met a woman online. She was attractive, intelligent, but emotionally guarded. He didn't chase. He mirrored. He was fun, but mysterious. After the 3rd date, she said, "You're different. I can't figure you out." That's when he knew he had her hooked. He didn't chase. He didn't beg, okay? Simply understood how she worked, what buttons to press, and when to pull back. That's the power of understanding female psychology. Once you understand the emotional blueprint women operate on, you stop reacting and start leading. Now, I want to ask you something. Have you ever had a woman lose interest out of nowhere? One minute, she's warm, texting back instantly, and the next, she's cold, distant, and needs space. That's not random. That's her psychology responding to your behavior. And if you don't know what's triggering her reactions, you'll always be confused, frustrated, and emotionally drained. But if you stay with me through this video, I'm going to walk you through how to flip that script, how to use her own emotional wiring to create attraction that sticks. The first key to making her want you is to stop trying to convince her. The moment a man tries to prove his worth, her attraction drops. I had a client. He was a good guy, smart, respectful, always texting back fast, always giving women compliments. But he kept getting ghosted. One day he said to me, "I just don't get it. I treat them right. I show them I care. Why do they lose interest?" And I told him, because women don't fall for men who validate them too quickly. They fall for men who make them earn it. And once he started doing that, once he became the challenge, he got results. He went from being ignored to being the one women pursued. He stopped pouring energy into women who didn't value him, and they started valuing him more. Now, here's something most men never understand. Women are more emotionally driven than logically driven. They're not looking for the guy who checks every box. They're looking for the guy who makes them feel something. Excitement, curiosity, uncertainty. That's why the bad boy stereotype works. It's not because he's a jerk, it's because he taps into her emotions. And here's the kicker. You don't have to be toxic to do it. You just need to understand the emotional triggers. Here's one of the biggest ones. Tension. If a woman knows exactly how you feel all the time, there's no mystery, no tension. But when you hold some cards to your chest, when you're unpredictable in a controlled way, she starts thinking about you, wondering. That's when the attraction grows. Ever had a woman text you something vague like, interesting, or LOL, okay. She's not just replying, she's testing. She wants to see, can you keep your cool? Can you stay grounded in who you are? Or are you going to get emotional and chase her validation? This is where most men fail. They think every message needs to be replied to right away. They overthink, over-explain, and overgive, and that destroys the attraction. But once you start using her psychology to your advantage, she's the one overthinking. She's the one trying to impress you. Let me show you how deep this goes. Women are wired for emotional escalation. That's why drama, mystery, and unpredictability create obsession, because it mirrors the emotional roller coaster women naturally respond to. So, how do you apply this? You pull back when she expects you to chase. You slow down the pace when things heat up. You drop a compliment, then change the subject. You keep her guessing, not out of manipulation, but to spark curiosity. And curiosity is what leads to emotional investment. Let's go even deeper. There's one powerful trick that makes women instantly respect you. You must be willing to walk away. Women know when a man is afraid to lose them, and the moment they sense that fear, they lose respect. But the man who isn't afraid to walk away, he becomes rare, powerful, desired. This isn't about being cold or heartless, and that is power. If you've been nodding your head through this video, then hit the like button right now. Drop a comment with your biggest takeaway so far, and make sure you're subscribed, because in the next video, I'm exposing the 3 hidden tests women use to screen men. Hint, how to pass each one like a king. You don't need to chase. You don't need to overgive.